Hello! Today's video I will show you how to make this cute little appliqué dolphin. Now I must apologize if you've seen my video already for the dolphin because I'm making a better one today. So the first thing you're going to choose is which yarn you want to use. I like this thick dolphin, so I'm using a worsted weight thicker yarn. However, I will show you as well how to make a smaller, more delicate one with a thinner yarn. And again, match the hook to which yarn you're going to use. So for the thicker yarn, I'm using a 4mm needle. And for the thinner yarn, I'm using a 2.5mm needle. I also have done a French knot here for the eyeball instead of a Google eye, because my daughter said the Google eye was too creepy. So I think this is the winner finally. And I just put a safety pin so it can be attached to something. But let's get started. So, oh my, I've been practicing here. I made so many. I'm gonna start with my string, if I can find it. Here we go. A slip knot. So we're gonna start with a slip knot. I'm using the thicker yarn and a 4mm hook. Pull it tight. I'm going to chain 18 to start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 chains. Now, in the second chain from the hook, so not this one, pull this out just so I can show you very carefully, not this one, we're going into here, the second chain from the hook. This is the one we're going into, 1, 2. In the second chain from the hook, we're gonna do a slip knot. So go in the second chain, yarn over and pull through both. In the next chain, we're gonna do a single crochet. So go in, yarn over again, pull through both. In the next chain, a half double crochet. Yarn over before going in, yarn over again. You'll have 3 on your hook. Yarn over and pull through all 3. We are making the tail of the dolphin right now. In the next chain, a slip knot again. So just go in, yarn over, and pull all the way through. Now, this is part of the little tail. We're gonna chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're gonna repeat. So in the second chain from the hook, we're gonna do a slip knot. So you go in the second chain there. Pull through both. Now a single crochet, go in the next chain, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through both, and a half double crochet, yarn over before going in, yarn over, pull through 3 on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3. Now we're going to do 2 slip knots. 1 and 2. We have finished the tail of our dolphin. This is the tail of the dolphin. Now we're going to work on this original chain, and the first 3 we're going to do single crochets. So single crochet 1, single crochet 2, single crochet 3. Now we're going to do 3 half double crochets on the next 3. So yarn over before going in, yarn over, pull through all 3. That's 1 half double crochet, 2 half double crochets, and 3 half double crochets. Now we're going to do 4 double crochets. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through just 1, yarn over, pull through only 2, yarn over, pull through 2. That's double crochet. This is my second double crochet, third double crochet, and fourth double crochet. Now we're going to do 1/2 double crochet. That completes the body of your dolphin at the top. Now we will chain 2, 1, 2, and in the next stitch, just a slip stitch. In the final stitch here, the very last chain, we're going to do 3 slip stitches. And it looks kind of ugly at first. It's a little bit tight, but that is going to make the nozzle of your dolphin. So right now we have our top part of our head and the nozzle. Looks like this. You can pull the starter string a little bit tight if you have a bump. We're going to flip it over, and now we're going to work along to make the belly of the dolphin. So we are going to start here. So you have your knot from the start, and then we have our first bottom of the chain. We're going to be working into this to start. We're going to be going across each one of these chain stitches to the end. We're going to do 11 chain stitches. So I'll show you. So go in this first one, 1 single crochet. We're single crocheting all the way across. 2 single crochets, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And in the final little bit here, we're going to do a slip stitch in the final one. And we now have your dolphin. Now, if it looks kind of bumpy here, you can just kind of stretch it out a bit to flatten out the nozzle. Looks a little bit like an airplane without the dorsal fin. We're going to cut the string, leave a little bit for weaving in the ends, about 7 centimeters, and pull through to finish. So I'm going to now weave in these 2 ends before we do the dorsal fin, because I don't like to have a bunch of strings poking out at me. So I'm attaching my sewing needle here, and I'm just going to move it to the back and go through a few of these stitches one way and then back the opposite way to hide my string. Cut it off. And one more. We still have to add a dorsal fin to our dolphin. Now this one already is on the back side, so I don't have to pull it through. I can just go through anywhere here. Now it depends what you're going to be using this for, about how pretty you want to finish off your ends, because if it's something where you're going to see the back side, you can be more conscious of hiding them nicely. Okay, so now we're going to add the dorsal fin. So the dorsal fin, we're going to start again with a slip knot. New string here. Now we're going to take our needle out and we're going to put our needle into the 6th chain from the top of the dolphin. So if we start at the bottom of the tail here, we're going to count 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we put our needle in there. We attach this by pulling it through. We're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to do slip stitches starting from the second chain of the hook, down 1 slip stitch, another slip stitch, and the final slip stitch is going to go into the next stitch of the top of the dolphin's body. Dorsal fin is complete. Cut it off, leave a little bit for sewing in the ends. And so we'll just sew in those 2 ends now. Sewing in the ends takes more time than actually making the dolphin, doesn't it? So I'm just going to go through the next one so it's at the back. And then again, just weave it through to hide it. I like to always go one way and then back this in the same direction the opposite way. In the same line the opposite way. All right, all we have left to do is to add the eyeball. Now, if you know how to do a French knot, that's basically all I do for the black eyeball. But of course, if you prefer a googly eye, you can glue one on, or any other type of eye. Personally, I just like to use name pen, but my daughter is very critical about how nicely I make the eye. So here's our dolphin finished. Yay! And let's make an eye. So to make the eye, I'm actually going to use my sewing needle. I'm going to attach some black yarn onto here. Now this yarn is a similar consistency. You don't need much, about 10 centimeters, but I cut it a little bit long just to show you today. I'm going to be going from the back into where I want the eye to be. And I'm going to pull it up. I'm going to place the needle here and now take this string and wrap it 1, 2 times. Now I'm going to pull it so it's a little bit tight, and I'm going to go right back into the other. I just have 1 string here on either side of the black, and I'm going to go back down with my needle. And as I pull, it's going to make this beautiful little French knot, which will be my eye. I'm just going to put it down for a second so I can tie the back in a knot. Now I don't have to hide my ends because you won't see the back of mine. So I will just tie it and cut it short. But again, if your project you will see the back, then you can hide it. Apologize for the background noises today. It's my little puppy sniffing around for some treats. Okay, so at the back it just looks like this. I just tied it and cut it. It's very tiny. And at the front it looks like this. You can add a safety pin or something to apply it or sew it onto any project. You now have an appliqué dolphin. Now I'm just going to quickly make one with the thinner thread so you can see. So anybody who wants a fast version of this dolphin can just watch. I'm just going to use this thin yarn. Okay, let's get started. So I'll quickly talk through, make a slip knot, chain 18. In the second chain from a hook, do a slip stitch. In the next, a single crochet. In the next, a half double crochet. And then a slip stitch. Chain 6. Second chain from hook, slip stitch, single crochet, half double crochet, 2 slip stitches. Now on the main chain, 3 single crochets. Three half double crochets. Sorry, whenever I jump out of the screen, it's just I'm pulling my yarn. My hands fly out. And 4 double crochets. One half double crochet. My noisy puppy has returned. Chain 2, slip stitch, and 3 slip stitches in the last one here. Working on the belly side next. Ooh, if I can get my slip stitch through. Oh no. There we go. Working on the back side. 11 chains down across the back, starting here. Careful, this thin yarn. Make sure you go through the right parts here. There we go. I also apologize if I am not staying in focus. I myself have to look closely when I work with this tiny needle. And now that I am talking, I have lost count. So I think this is our last one, but let's do a quick double count to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Very good. The final one is going to be a slip stitch. And if you do one less or one extra, it's not going to make a big difference. Your dolphin might just be a little bit fatter. Look how cute it is, this little guy. Cut the string, finish it off, and add a dorsal fin. This one I will not sew in my ends yet, so I can just show it to you quickly, save everyone's time. Since you now know the process. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Chain 3. In the second chain, slip stitch. In the next chain, slip stitch. And in the next chain of the body of the dolphin, final slip stitch. Cut off. Pull through to finish off. And the dolphin is finished. Now again, you can do what you like for the eye. You will need a thinner string for the eyeball to do the French knot, which unfortunately I don't have with me today, but you can see here the difference between the strings. So we use the exact same pattern, but they're going to be different. And that is the end of my tutorial on how to make a dolphin. I hope this one was better and easier to understand. And oh, I see my coffee's in the background. I'll do a shout out to my cafe. Please visit if you are in Songdo. Thank you for watching, everyone. Bye.